All right, everybody, let's go to number 12. Need y'all to put your phones up, please. All right, everybody should have a calculator. We started on this stuff last week, either Wednesday or Thursday. I think we did 5 problems where you had to do quadratic formula. Some people were out. So let's go back over a couple more of these quadratic formula problems before we start doing something else. All right, so let's do number 12. If you were here, go ahead and plug your numbers in the quadratic formula, which is right up here on the board. I'm going to show this one for the ones who are out. All right, so we've got 3 different variables in our formula. You've got your A, your B, and your C. All right, so when can we use the quadratic formula? Anytime you have an x squared in your equation, it's a quadratic. So it doesn't really make sense because quad normally means 4, right? Anyway, x squared, you can use the quadratic formula. So I got negative 11 plus or minus. All right, it says 11 squared, which is 121. All right, now you've got to plug in a number for A and for C. What goes in for A is 2. What goes in for C? Negative 21. All right, what's going to be on the bottom? I got to plug my A on the bottom. 2 times 2 is 4. All right, so I want you to write that down. Okay, and remember, if you try to punch the whole thing in your calculator, sometimes it's going to say domain error. So I don't do it that way. I want you guys to punch this part in your calculator. Just punch the numbers. Let's see what we get. All right, what y'all get when you punched it in?
289.
289. So I got negative 11 plus or minus the square root of 289 over 4. Now, what does the square root of 289 simplify down to? 17. So yeah, I'm just going to erase this and put a 17. Okay, we didn't have any like this last week. This one is a problem that you could have factored, but I'm probably not going to go over factoring with y'all. We might just do everything by quadratic formula if it's this type. How do I finish it up? Well, you got a plus and a minus, right? So the first time in your calculator, do the plus. Negative 11 plus 17 over 4. Punch it in, see what you get. Punch that in, RJ. Hit your fraction button. Negative 11 plus 17 on top. Over 4. All right, so what's the first answer?
It's going to be a fraction.
Yep, it is going to be a fraction. So what's the first answer? 3 over 2?
Yeah.
All right, so if we find the first answer by using the plus sign, then to find the second answer, you got to use a minus sign. It'll be negative 11 minus 17 over 4. All right, punch that one in. See what you get. What'd y'all get? Negative 7? All right. So that's how you do a quadratic formula when you can go all the way out with it and find both answers. All right, we're good on that one. Hey, look at 13. Why can we not do 13 by the quadratic formula? Because it's got an x to the third. You can only do quadratic formula when you got an x squared. All right, we skipped one the other day. We didn't do 16, I don't believe. Somebody check behind me. Did we do 16?
Yes.
Nope. Okay, let's do 16.
Yeah, we did.
I don't think we did, Adam. I think that was one we didn't get.
We did
But
say
no,
you
no, we
did
did. We
do it, but
wrote,
some
we
of
have,
us
I wrote down my paper for proof.
Right.
It was
See,
one
right
of the
here,
ones you
15,
didn't go
we did
over,
that.
but you said we could do it if we wanted to.
Okay, I got you. All right, well, I'll just make sure you got it set up correctly, and then I'll stop. On 16, what's your A going to be? 1. Right, because there's a 1 in front of the x squared. What's your B going to be if you don't have an x in the middle? 0, and your C would be 25. So you would have to plug 0 in for B on that one. All right, let's do another one. Let's go to number 10. A squared equals 6A. All right, before we can plug this in our quadratic formula, we gotta get everything on the left side. So you guys move 6a over, make it negative 6a.
Can't see.
It's on your paper.
No, I mean, I can't see what you're writing down.
I think that's on your paper too.
Mm-mm.
All right, so you move 6a over, everybody should have a negative 6a, right? All right, let's start plugging numbers in. What do I plug in for A? 1. What do I plug in for B? Negative 6. This time you're missing the number on the end. So what do you plug in for C if you're missing that number? 0. See if y'all can do that. The only step you really have to show me, guys, is where you plug it in your quadratic formula. After that, you can do it all in your calculator. I'm good with that. Yep. Plug in calculator. Square root 2 minus 2 is 3. All right, so right here, if B has already got a negative in front of it, and that's a negative 6, that's going to be a positive 6. All right, negative 6 squared is positive 36. All right, that's how I set it up. Everybody understands why it's positive 36 and not negative 36, right? Because when you square negative 6, you're supposed to square it inside parentheses, which would give you a positive. All right, so now let's do everything else on the calculator. Y'all type your numbers in right here. Tell me what you get. I'm going to wait and let you do it, Fisher. Yeah, you're right. Finish it from there. Anyway, I think it should be 36, shouldn't it? Yeah, you didn't type 36. And so watch this. You do 36 minus 4 times 1 times 0. Oh, you gotta type in the numbers that are underneath the square root. 36 minus 4 times 1 times 36. All right, so for this spot right here, if you type that in your calculator, it's gonna give you square root of 36, right? And we can change that to a 6. Square root of 36, perfect square is 6. All right, so from there, do you plus the first time, do you minus the second time, find both answers.
So you don't have to,
Go ahead.
I mean, if you can, you don't have to simplify it, or can you, does it matter?
You mean these three numbers? You can if you want to, Riley, you don't have to. You're gonna use your calculator anyway, right? All right, 6 plus 6 is 12 over 2. First answer is 6. 6 minus 6 is 0 over 2. Second answer is 0. Are we good on that one? Let's do one more quadratic formula problem, and then we're going to do some of the difference. Do number 9. 2x squared minus 3x minus 9 equals 0. Hopefully y'all can do this all the way through. We might just do some quadratic formula stuff. In order. So we've got to move 5d over here and reset it up. 2d squared minus 5d plus 4. All right, now see how far y'all can go on that one. I think one of these is a no solution. That's the one I'm trying to get so y'all see what a no solution is. That's the plug-in problem L. Plug the numbers in the quadratic formula. See if it works out. Problem L, third from the bottom on the right column. Plug those numbers in.
That's not number F. That's not number L.
Second problem L, this one, Fisher.
Oh.
Got -7. Did y'all get -7?
Yeah.
All right, that's the no solution. So 5 plus or minus -7 over 4. All right, why is that one a no solution? Because you can't have a negative underneath the square root. And since there's only one no solution down here, that's going to be the only one on this sheet like that. All right, so you can write letter L. If you want to do the box at the bottom, I don't care. I just want to look at your work. But you can write letter L in the box above no solution if you want to spell out the answer to the question. All right, so everybody's good on that one. You see how we got -7. All right, let's do one more. Let's do that next problem, problem X. All right, first thing I need y'all to do is set everything up on the left side and set it up in order, in standard form, so then we can plug our numbers in the quadratic formula. So if I move over -x squared, that's going to be +x squared plus 2x minus 7. All right, plug that in, see what we get.
Lexi.
Thank you.
So we have -2 plus or minus 4. 4 times 7. 2. All right, plug it in for me. All right, so what number did y'all get when you plug these numbers in?
-24.
I got
Do it again, Fisher. 4 minus 4 times 1 times -7.
-7?
Yes, sir, -7.
What's,
Because I had to bring over +7 out and make it a -7 before I could plug it
okay,
in.
yeah.
I got a
32,
decimal.
32.
All right, so everybody got 32. All right. These are the ones where we need the other calculators. So, hey, plug, go ahead, Jess.
I did that, but I didn't get 32.
Okay, well then you didn't plug this in then. See what you left off. Make sure that's a -7 and not a -7. Make sure that's a -4, not a -4. All right, let me look at it. 4 minus
Bruh.
4 times 1 times -7. Okay, yeah, it gave right. That's why we need the other calculators. All right, I'll just pass everybody out on these other calculators in.
I have does it require the program thing?
It does.
I have the program on mine.
Okay, well then you can just keep that. But these calculators will do the square roots for us. So I'll finish this one for you, and then I'll give everybody one of those old calculators. On the old calculators, if you punch in root 32, it's going to break it down for you. It's going to look like this. It's going to say, you do it in my head, 4 root 2. It's going to give you that on the calculator. Punch that in, it's going to go to that. All right, now, what is the last step up here? We went over it last week. Now, you're not going to be able to do the plus and minus because you got square roots left in your problem. You're not going to be able to work it out. Okay, the I thing is when you have a negative in here. I showed y'all something to do last week with these three numbers. What was it? Yeah, divide them. So I can divide them all by what? 2, so I got -1 plus or minus 2 root 2.
I can't.
Let's see if that answer is down on your sheet somewhere. -1 plus or minus 2 root 2. Alright, it's right here in the middle. Alright, so tomorrow when you get to class, we won't use the graphing calculators tomorrow. We will only use the old graphing calculator. Now, if you want to use a graphing calculator, as long as you have that program on your calculator that'll do it, that's fine. Like I said, I haven't had time to redo them all. No, I showed it last week, Larry. There's a program on there that does it. Some of these calculators don't have it. So we'll just use these, so y'all don't have to struggle with it.
Yeah, how do you do the program thing again, sir?
Hit program, hit enter twice, and then enter your number.
I need to enter.
Here you go.
What? Sir, no, come here.
All right, let me look at it, Fish.
Was that what? Program?
Enter twice, hit again.
I
And
did.
there you go. Now which number you want to plug in? Hey, let's do the one I just did,
I know that's
32.
what I'm doing.
32.
No, I'm going to end because that's what I'm doing so far.
All right, 47.
No.
No, you don't have to do that. You just type in. You just type in the number, Fisher. All you type in is the number.
What number? 47?
47 is up under your square root, so you only type in 47
47.
equals. Alright, so it doesn't break down because you still got 47. So that was probably done, which means you might have messed up. I'll come check your work.
I did right. No.
I'll come look at it, buddy. Let me pass these out real quick.
I don't think we're gonna get this paper done today.
No, it's okay. We'll finish tomorrow.
I just